Hi there, my name is Raiden, and in this hypnosis file, we'll get you into a light state of trance and practice learning a mantra to help you feel validated in all that you do, and loved by yourself and others. This file is not meant to be the sole means of therapy for individuals with mental illness, as I am not a licensed professional. I am here simply to help remind you that you are indeed valid and that you deserve to feel loved and cared for. Now, as we start to get relaxed here, you might think that that's a strange thing for me to say, that you deserve to feel loved and cared for. After all, I'm just some stranger on the internet. I don't know exactly what you're going through. And it's true, I can't promise permanent relief from depression or anxiety, but I can say that I've been there, in one form or another. I know that, somewhere among all the counseling and platitudes, I think there's something missing. A simple kind of love that's absent from many of our lives. A certain empathy which connects us all to each other. And it's my hope that this file and the mantra you'll learn will help reconnect you to this inherent empathy, if only by a little. But if I can help you do that, then I've succeeded in my intent. So, how do we approach such a subject as depression and anxiety in hypnosis? How do we see past that resistance? Well, one way to do that is normally through meditation, but hypnosis and meditation are both quite similar. In fact, I tend to think of them as the same thing in a way. It's unfortunate then that many people are afraid to try hypnosis because all it really is a guided meditation. All it is a process to slowly break down some of those resisting barriers in order to connect with your truer self, your subconscious, something I call your inner voice, where we can look beyond all the exaggerations and false thoughts of our minds and focus on something much more positive and useful to us. So, how does one become hypnotized, and what does that mean? Well, it's simple, really. You actually slip into hypnosis at many points during your day. Whether it's zoning out on your way to work or staring up at the ceiling before you go to bed, it's that place your mind goes when everything else just fades away for a time, like a daydream. And just like a daydream, you wouldn't do anything else that you wouldn't like doing. It's the same with hypnosis. Even if you had the intention to do something negative, your mind would react naturally to such a suggestion and reject it accordingly. Hypnosis isn't so much telling you to obey my commands as it is suggesting that you do something for your best interest. And helping you through your negative thoughts is something that you can agree is in your best interest, right? Hypnotists often say that all hypnosis is self-hypnosis, and this does indeed have some truth to it. I cannot hypnotize you, for instance, against your will, and it's only through cooperation that you can enter a state of trance to begin with, and allow yourself to think about things like love and compassion and seeing through your negative thoughts. You might be wondering how you could possibly enter such a state given the kinds of thoughts that go through your mind. You might doubt that you'll be capable of seeing through the depression, or that hypnosis will even work on you in the first place. To that I say, just relax. You'll be okay. There's no magic word that I can use to hypnotize you instantly. It's a process. A process that we started when you hit the play button. I likewise can't tell you to instantly clear your mind or of thoughts, and as that's something you'll have to do on your own. However, if you spend all of your energy here focusing on how hypnosis won't work, and how this is just silly, then I'd hate to spoil the ending for you, but yeah, it won't work. The good news is that all you have to do to be hypnotized is try, even just a little bit. And why not try? What have you got to lose? Less than an hour's time? Even if all you did was get into a relaxed state, that's still a benefit, and better than just skulking around and stewing in depressive thoughts, right? So, why don't you and I give this a shot? I promise you, it's really not as difficult as you might think it is. And a lot of it has to do with simply allowing yourself to relax, getting yourself in a comfortable position, and you're free to move around and get more comfortable as we go along. You don't need to force yourself to be still. The goal here is comfort and relaxation. So, why don't we start by taking in a nice, deep breath on the count of 3, okay? And when you take in this breath, I'd like for you to imagine all of your stress and tension pulling into that breath. And when we let it out, you can think about how nice it is to just let that all melt away. So, again, taking in a nice deep breath on the count of 1, 2, 3, in, allowing all your stress and tension to pull into that breath, and letting all of it out. All your stress and worries just melting away. Just give it a shot. Play along. Because all you have to do is relax and imagine. Imagine again another deep breath, taking up any remaining stress with it on the count of 1, 2, 3, in. Hold it, and out. Very good. See, that's not too bad now, is it? You're doing just fine so far. Now, though you'll be paying attention to my words, I'd like you to know that it's okay if your mind wanders from time to time. It's okay because you just know that your subconscious, your inner voice, is paying attention and doing all the work for you. I like to think of this inner voice as your own voice coming within. It's the voice that narrates words for you as you read them, and you don't really think about it when you do that, do you? It just happens automatically, without any effort on your part. That's what hypnosis is like. Your inner voice just does all the work, and you can let your mind wander as it may. No effort whatsoever. So I just want your inner voice now to imagine an elevator. We're on the 20th floor. And though you're letting yourself become more and more relaxed, you know that with each floor we go down, it'll just make you sink even deeper into this nice, comfortable feeling. You can even feel the gentle tug of gravity start to make your limbs feel heavier as we start going down, from 20 down to 19. Notice how heavy everything feels. 18, how nice it is to just let it happen. 17, to just go with the flow. 16, because it's so easy to do that. 15, going with the flow. 14, requires no effort. 13, and you could just let your mind wander. 12, like you might do in an elevator. 11, waiting for it to get to the bottom floor. 10, down we go. 9, deeper and deeper. 8, into this blissful state of relaxation. 7, allowing yourself to imagine it. 6, allowing yourself to play along. 5, because the more you allow it. 4, the easier it becomes. 3, to just sink. 2, into a nice state of 1, relaxation. Relax. Just relax. Let yourself sink, nice and deep, into this comfortable state. You've earned it after all. You've been so stressed from all the worries of depression and anxiety. It's nice to take a break for just a little while. And while those thoughts may still be there, we can just set them aside for now and focus on relaxing, on sinking. And you know what is an even better thing to imagine? Sleeping. How nice and relaxing it is to finally sleep after a long day. So when I count from 10 to 1, I'm just going to ask you to sleep, and you can just let yourself sink into that relaxation 10 times more than you are now. When I ask you to sleep 10 times as deep, when you just 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sleep. Just let yourself sleep. Sleep as your thoughts begin to drift away. Let yourself just drift away into the bliss of trance, the relaxation of hypnosis. And you're doing so well so far, even if you might have trouble. I'm still happy that you're here trying, and it's good that you're here. You seek some relief from depression and anxiety, and if you allow yourself to just sleep, we can work on that, and maybe even alleviate some of it. Does that sound good to you? Alright, then I just want you to relax for me even deeper. I'm going to count from 10 to 1 once more, and this time, when I ask you to sleep, you can just let your mind drift away into a pleasant state of bliss and relaxation, and your inner voice can do all of the work, sinking deeper, relaxing, feeling good, sinking with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sleep. Just sleep. And let your truer self, your inner voice, come to the forefront of your mind. The rest of your mind can just wander and drift as it may. Speaking with your inner voice now beyond the doubts and fears of depression and anxiety. Now, this truer you, the deeper you, somewhere deep inside, knows that the voices of depression and anxiety are false and just want to hide the pain that they feel. Those thoughts tell you that you're not worth loving or that there's something wrong with you that needs to be fixed. But take it from somebody who's been there, there's nothing wrong with you. It's okay to feel hurt and afraid. It's okay. And you can feel loved and cared for yourself even if you are hurt and afraid. I'm hurt and afraid myself, but I still care. I care about you. I want to see you get through this. And you can care for yourself too. And I'd like to show you one way that you can start doing that. Mantras can be effective tools to help reinforce an idea and bring you back into your present state of awareness. I'd like to share with you one such mantra that I made for myself, which has helped me in the past. Please repeat the following phrases after me. I am okay. It's going to be all right. I acknowledge my feelings and return to my present. Now, once more, and as you say each line, I want you to say them with compassion and love, as if you were saying them to the you who was hurt and afraid. Once more now. I am okay. It's going to be all right. I acknowledge my feelings and return to my present. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, you can use these affirmations to help remind you that you and your feelings are valid, that you allow them to be felt, and once they have passed, you can return to your present state of being. Because you will be okay. Everything will be all right. Your feelings are valid, and it is indeed possible to acknowledge that and return to your present state. Please keep in mind that as your depressive or anxious thoughts come and go, you can always just use that to help you relax and come back into your present. If this file helped remind you of that, you may return to it at any time you wish. Though remember, it's not me hypnotizing you, it's you. You have the strength to acknowledge your feelings and let them pass. Now then, we're about to return to our regular state of awareness. But before we go, I just want to say that, again, you are valid. I care about you and want to see you succeed in your journey. Now, I'm going to count from 1 to 10, and when I reach 10, you'll wake up completely, feeling nice and refreshed. Starting with 1, slowly starting to come back to awareness. 2, bit by bit. 3, becoming aware of your surroundings. 4, shaking off the sleepiness. 5, returning to the waking world. 6, becoming more energized. 7, and refreshed. 8, like you took a nice nap. 9, almost there. And 10, wake up. Hi there. I hope you enjoyed this hypnosis file. Regardless of how well it worked for you or not, it's my hope that you at least walked away with something more than you came in with. If you like this file, keep an eye out for future audios that I will do regarding depression and anxiety, or just relaxation in general. So, again, thank you for listening, and see you next time.